it, yeah.
Especially
I did
on
it
the
for a
top
week
floor.
and I
Holy
couldn't do it
shit.
any longer. All right. So, how have you been?
I've been good. I've been good. I got some things to catch up on.
Okay.
I'm gonna be. I think I asked you about advice for PD versus toe, right?
Yes.
I had the interview on Friday, and they told me that Academy is next Friday. So I'm
Oh,
still
shit. Okay.
yeah, I appreciate that. I appreciate the advice you gave because it wasn't like do it, you know, do what I want you to do sort of thing. And
Yeah.
it was just, all right, I'll be honest. I feel terrible, right? Because in my heart, toe is where it is,
Mm.
and I feel like like I laid out the business proposal, had a great meeting with Eve. I brought Ren, who's my partner. Ren's been at the tow yard forever too. Um, we have a bunch of risks there that I feel like the
Wait,
business can't
Ren,
be
the
stood
guy
up
on
without the risks
Twitter?
being solved.
What's his last
And
name?
Ren's last name is gosh, what's his last name? Oh, hold on.
Don't say Bright. Don't say Bright. Don't say Bright.
Gardner.
It's not Bright by any chance, is it?
No, Gardner. Ren Gardner.
Oh, thank God. Thank God. Okay. Oh, my God.
I almost said the wrong last name too.
Okay. All
I used to
right.
know Ren from
Oh, my God.
So we walked Eve through it. She gave a ton of good thoughts and advice.
Mm.
She was like, this proposal is not barely even asking for much.
Yep.
But the pieces there that we have on the wrist, I feel like they have to get solved for any good tow business to stand on their 2 feet. Otherwise, it's just what it is now and continuing to pay people just to work. And you just get a bunch of people who are just gonna grind and work and not actually care about the tow yard and like making the city better through tow. You know what I mean?
Agreed.
I don't want to just start a business and pay a shit ton of people to come in and work. That's not any fun for me, you know?
Yeah. What was because I have sort of let Eve cook, and I need to catch up with her. So I'm sort of unaware. So like what were like the key things that you think I needed? Are you talking more like on the cultural side of things or like
Yeah, some on the culture. There's a minor tech piece as well, but some on the culture. There's a culture within law enforcement that needs to change, and some of them reach out to tow, some of them don't anymore, and it's not their fault. At some point there's just not enough tow workers, and they feel like they got to do it themselves, or they hotwire a car and move the car themselves, or whatever. They sign into tow and they do it themselves. That's a big culture change, and I feel like it starts with tow. But I'm gonna be honest, when we had a lot of tow workers at the yard, there were still officers doing not great things and not calling tow workers.
Yeah, and here's the beauty. That all changes now because I now have access to state funds, which I want to subsidize on a weekly basis to the tow company. As a part of that, we're going to get the tow workers in said tow company who are civilians to be authorized as PD tow members, and they would get bonuses for moving vehicles on behalf of the LSPD. In addition to that, I will work with the chief of police to ensure that is a part of their protocol to be calling folks so that when they go in and they look up PD tow, in the yellow pages, everybody who is an authorized PD tow will be able to put that in their, yellow page ad. And on their profile, it will say like PD tow. So they know how they do it, what the expectation is. So from the PD side of things, they get the benefit and the knowing that, nothing fucked up's going to happen.
Yeah, 100%.
While for that tow driver, they're no longer just like a local,
Exactly.
like, yeah. So
yeah, I got that. I have a chunk of that too, similar minded to you, where they have a license that they got to get from the city clerks here, and you know the tow business gives like a +1 before they can go
Yep.
to the clerk and get the license for it. Yeah, I love that piece. I think if we can swap that, that helps a big time on the PD side of things.
Yep. Yeah, that's going to
The
be a
other
big proponent of it, I think.
100%.
Because
It's
why
like
have a
it's
tow
half the work.
company? Like, if you want to do regular tow, do regular tow. But if you want to do like work at this tow company, I mean, I would say like you could still technically hire felons, but like your main thing is going to be civilians, right? Because they get the
Yes.
PD tow, you get more money as a side effect, and you know.
Right. That's exactly what I have. Yeah, PD tow is half of it, and it's non-felon workers. And Eve was like, "Hey, could we like get a felon worker to like, you know, come off their felony, you know,
Yeah.
through some program with you?" And I, you know, we talked about it for a bit, and I think that's a fantastic idea.
I agree. Yeah.
So it's like half PD tow and then half roadside assistance. The
Yep.
problem with the roadside assistance part is that there's no way to charge the customer remote. Imagine you're in the middle of nowhere and you're like, I need a repair, or my tire's flat, and we get out there and we're like, it's gonna be $400, and they're like, yeah, sure, yeah, just fix everything and I'll pay you when we get to the bank, you know, because they can't walk to an ATM. There's no ATM around. Now we have to rely on the customer, not just ditching us after they, you know, we do the repair. There's too much like trust built into the system, and then if they don't put that money into the business account, either the person getting the fix or the employee, I have to double trust as the like business owner that everybody is going to do the right thing, and I have no way to track any of those means of those pieces. So it becomes difficult to sort of like maintain and manage what's coming in and out.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think that's the bigger thing that we're hoping to get soon, which is that you have an ability to charge remotely. That is, I think, the one thing that makes running any business very difficult. But I think that's kind of where the subsidy comes from, right? Is being able to compensate, you know? So
100%. The difficulty with just that though is you have to trust me, which I'm sure you do or you wouldn't ask me. But I now have to trust my employees to tell me that they're actually doing the job.
Well,
because currently
here's how we
there's
could
no
do it.
logs that tell me how much they worked, how much they didn't work. All
I
those
got an
pieces.
easy solution for you. You have a shared Excel sheet or like a form, and when they go and document a PD vehicle, they put in the photo and all that in the same way they would do it with the cataloging.
Yep.
And that is used to give the bonuses. Oh. I think we base it on PD tow. Reborn, think of the 25 months.